Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me see where the chat is. Oh, there we go. Hi, Lawrence. Hey, Deborah. Let me know if you guys hear a echo. So I wanted you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Turn the volume down on one of these devices. So today is the first day of Vlogsmas. Okay, that's my issue right there. I have. Okay. Uh-oh. Now I hear an echo. Okay. Hopefully we don't hear an echo now. Hey, Sweet Thumb, how are you? Can you guys hear me? Hey, Una, how are you? Can you guys hear me without an echo? I hope so. I did put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to come up. This is the first day of Vlogsmas. Hey, J3, how are you? I dropped the link, so if anybody wants to come up, do you hear an echo, Una, or no? Or it's all good? Okay, perfect. Okay. I hear an echo, but as long as you guys don't hear one, that's perfect. But I did drop the link in the YouTube chat, so, oh, you hear one slightly? Okay. Let me see. Let me turn the volume down on one of these devices. Okay, I think I turned it down all the way. I hear a little echo, but not too much. All right, so today is the first day of Vlogsmas, and so I am doing the challenge that Mike's Chaotic Gardener and GT have, and it's the winter indoor gardening. So I'm going to be using my AeroGarden. So I have two. I have one 6-pot and I have a 9-pot. Let me go get that 9-pot. I don't have that one. Hold on. This is the one that I normally put my Tiny Tim tomatoes in because it's the bigger one. So I will be dropping some seeds in that one as well. Hey, G Mama, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So let me start plugging stuff in. So I have two AeroGardens here. Hey, Broke Farmer, how are you? I am doing the Winter Indoor Gardening Challenge with Mike's Chaotic Gardener and GT Jr. grows in Alaska. Let's see. All right, we're going to plug that in. Get that one going. Maybe I shouldn't since there's no water in it. I just hear the motor running. We don't want no problems. So anyway, guys, I'm just trying to decide what seeds I'm going to drop in. I know I'm going to do Tiny Tim tomatoes. And this one is a smaller one. This one is a 6-pot. So I'm probably just going to put some kind of leafy greens in here. Maybe some lettuce leaf basil since that's my fave. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Again, I did drop the link, so whoever wants to come up, you may. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's too bright. Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that right now. We're going to put some water in that thing first. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my seeds. The pods are pretty much already set up. So let's see what we're going to plant. This is my box here, and it's funny because Broke Farmer was showing his box of seeds. Mine is so unorganized, you guys. It's just stuff all over the place. It's kind of organized. It's organized by the type of seeds, but it's definitely not enough room in this box. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. One of my favorites is that lettuce leaf basil. Get those nice big pretty leaves. And I like to use them in salads and for fresh cooking. I use them for everything. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Thank you for being here. So I'm definitely going to do one of these. Looks like I just have the pods in here. So let's see. This is the actual growing medium for the AeroGarden. So I like to be able to grow whatever it is I want to grow. So usually, let's see, what did I do with my package? I believe all the AeroGardens and the any other hydroponic system that you get, they have the grow anything. So I usually get these pods because the other ones, they have them already set to go with seeds. So these are the ones I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. How are you guys doing? I decided to put on some red since it is Vlogmas and get into the Christmas spirit. So the box comes with a little bit of fertilizer. It does have these seals. Sometimes I never even remove my seals because I pretty much know what I put in here. So thank you, G Mama. I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than you know. So this pod does not have a seal, and because I don't want to deal with fungus or anything, I'm going to go ahead and use a new one. And I'm going to go ahead and place a seal on it. This is how the fresh seals look. So I'm going to do that. You have an AeroGarden? You haven't started it? What's wrong with you? This is like the easiest gardening you could ever do. It's going to tell you when to water. You said endive. You know what? I don't think have I ever planted endive? I think I said I planted endive, but I think what I was thinking was radicchio. That's what I planted. Radicchio gets kind of big, so it's one of those things. If I get it started indoors, I'm going to have to take it outside. My Tiny Tim tomato, it usually gets super big in this AeroGarden, and I planted it in both AeroGardens. Even the 6-pod, I planted a Tiny Tim tomato, and it gets so out of control, you guys. So the last one, I took it outside, and that's another great thing. You can get your seeds started indoors, and you could just take them outside. But yeah, definitely for those who live in very small spaces, this is definitely for you. Thank you, G Mama. The Winter Indoor Garden in 2023. You're working on yours? Yeah, I decided to go ahead and do mine on live because I said the video would be too long and all that editing. I'm not going to do that. So I'm trying to find my Tiny Tim tomato seeds. That's how unorganized this box is. But I will go ahead and start with my lettuce leaf basil. These seeds are relatively small. Yeah, they're super small. I don't know if you can see these. Let's see. They're really, really, really tiny. So I'm going to use like 3 because I can always thin them out. But this is one of my favorite basils, and it's so pretty. It just gets big, so I have to make sure I plant these in the back. And this is the back side of the AeroGarden. So I want to make sure I drop my seeds right here in the hole of this growing medium, this little pod here. So that one is done. That's basil. I've never put flowers in here before. I started to do that too, just to see how they grow. I do have some mesclun. This is like a little gourmet green mixture. I think I'm gonna try that one too. Why not? Let me see. Did I get all? Let me go ahead and put all my little pods in here. I'll start with that first. And I mean, it's so easy to set this thing up. Once you've had it already set up before, it really takes no time to get it going. The other one, because it's more touch screen and all that, I feel like it's the first time I set it up every time I do it. Hey, King Morgan, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. If everyone could hit that like button, that'd be fantastic. I will be on the chat tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with the OCD-ish chick, Hands in the Dirt, and Bouger. So I'm excited about that, although I'm nervous when I do interviews with people. Hi, Cat's Corner. How are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just doing my winter indoor gardening. You have a couple, let's see, Back to the Roots growing systems. I've never heard of that one, but there's so many different indoor hydroponic gardening systems, and they all work the same, you know. Just some are more expensive than the others, so you just have to go according to what your budget is. And I know when I got this one was the one that they, you know, that was really popular at the time. And so that's why I got the AeroGardens. But I do see other ones that I really, really like. They have this large one. They have a tower that I really like. And it's indoor, but it's kind of big. So, hey, Odoms, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just doing my winter indoor gardening. Doing the challenge with GT Junior and Mike's Chaotic Gardener, the winter indoor gardening. So that is it. Just setting up my little AeroGarden here. Actually, I have two of them. I don't know where my Tiny Tim tomatoes are, but probably when I'm not looking for them, that's when I'm going to find them. You know what? I've also planted radish in here, and it actually turned out really good. I did what is it? The French breakfast, and they actually came out really good. Hey, the J. Jordan, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I did drop the link in the YouTube chat for anybody who wants to come up and hang out. You can do so. I cannot find my Tiny Tim tomato seeds. They're probably in the other box that I have in there. But I will be getting some more basil done. This one is the Tulsi basil, holy basil. So I'm going to drop that one over on this side. And then the rest, I think I'm just going to do, I have a red lettuce leaf. What is it? La Rosa lettuce. That is one of my faves. The La Rosa lettuce is a really pretty color. And it's delicious. All right, so that's holy basil. I did drop in my lettuce leaf basil in one of these pods. Look, I don't remember. Okay, so this was mesclun greens. This one was lettuce leaf basil. I'm trying to remember, you guys, because I don't remember anything. Let me go get a marker, because that's going to be all bad, you guys. I'm not going to know until anything comes up. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so lettuce leaf basil. I'm just going to put 2 L's right there. This one is like microgreens. And this one is holy basil. I'm just going to put HB over there. And then the rest will just be the La Rosa lettuce. And so I don't need to label that one. I think I'll remember. Okay, I have some stuff right in the front here too. Let's see, where is my lettuce? Oh, here it is. Here is my La Rosa lettuce. This one is really pretty. It's like a mixture of like red and purple. So it's really nice to look at. Okay, here's another pod here. And then all I have to do is drop some water in and set it and forget it. And it's going to tell me when to, oh, you're starting more herbs this weekend? That's going to be cool. I love having my herbs out. What I like about the herbs is you can just plant those jokers one time. I put a few seeds in each pod just in case some doesn't germinate. So, but yeah, you can pretty much plant those one time and you don't have to do it anymore. Yeah, I love the Lala Rosa. It is a pretty lettuce. Let's see. Oh, somebody's in the basement there. Oh, I'm tripping. Hey, J3.
I was just getting used to it.
You're like, what is going on? I haven't been invited up.
Good morning. I mean,
Hey,
Grand Rising.
how are you?
Either one.
Good,
How you doing,
good.
GG?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing
Doing
I
all
am
right.
doing my indoor garden. I'm going to mute myself so you guys can talk.
You mute
So my son. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I just came up here to use you as an excuse. I got some work to do, but I'm using you as an excuse. So that's why I popped up.
So you don't have to get your work done.
Yeah, I got to go pull the light and stuff out of the ceiling in the kitchen, and I'm just trying to avoid it.
Said you had to help me, huh?
Yeah.
Now this guy right here, J3, this guy gave me the encouragement to go live. He would let me go, come up on his panel and go live on his panel. And I appreciate that, J3. Thank you so much. Because it took me a long time to go live.
Nah, just like everybody else, you need that little boost, and then you got it.
I do my best.
Hey, you've been doing good.
All right, I got them all.
GT, you in the dark again, huh?
Yeah, this is Alaska for you, man. I tell you. And then my son, he gonna tell me he's supposed to be out of the house at 50. He walks down the stairs at 51, tells him, no, I left at 48. I was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. So this is like the second time this week he done made me late. And I have to take one of my guys to work. So, I don't know. He said a prayer or something, because every time that I've taken him to school, there's always a line. Today, it was no line. And I was going to tell him, you better pray ain't no line here. Okay. Cause I told you I'm getting off work early today. We're going to have a conversation, a different type of conversation, because corporal punishment is not the answer all the time. I'm gonna just say it the way I feel. You know what I mean? But I done took away the phone. You're not watching your Bernie Mac show in the morning. It's just a couple of things that he doesn't have the ability to do, but he still has that mentality of he's not understanding the consequences. Since you don't understand the consequences or whatever, we're gonna have to do some adjustments. That's all it is. Some physical adjustments. That's all. So he's got me in a different mind frame or whatever. So I'm trying to shake it real quick. And it was good when I seen that she said that she was gonna do her WIG 2023. I seen that yesterday. So I was like, yeah, I can't wait to jump on. Yeah, that's what I'm J3, this is in the last 2 weeks. This man done cost me. I don't every once in a while, if I need to take you to school because you missed the bus because of time management or whatever, I understand that 100%. But if it becomes a task where I'm doing it 2 or 3 times a week, you need some readjustments. That means that you don't need to watch TV because you can't concentrate well enough. Something's wrong.
DT, I got a grandson. I know how you feel. I got a grandson. And I get up every morning. I don't have to, but I get up every morning just to make sure he up.
J3. He done took his shower and everything. I heard him take his shower. I heard him getting his breakfast together. I understand all of this, but that TV was a distraction again. And it's like you don't watch TV for a week then. And then today he didn't have the TV on. He still was, I don't know. Just yesterday morning, I know he was making beats on the table. He just and Mark said,
okay, Renee, we're gonna have to take this and we're gonna have to change this to get it off your chest Friday morning. We're not gonna talk about your air garden right now. We're gonna talk about get it off your chest Friday morning.
I apologize, y'all.
But the funny thing, when he first came up, I said, "Uh-oh," I said, "He don't sound like he in a good mood."
Yeah.
It's
When
bro, I'm messing with you. I know how you feel.
It happened.
Yeah. I'm just trying to teach, and sometimes it gets frustrated. It's frustrating, but as long as I'm teaching, even he's not listening or using the tools that I'm giving him, they'll eventually soak in, because that's what happened with me and my dad. But I plan to do I already started seeds. I started because I'm the host, so mine's going a little different.
I see your new name,
Started yours.
Renee. It's now called the morning the Chess Garden Show.
Right. Hey, Grow Big and Boss Lady. I see you guys are in there. I didn't want to cut GT off. I wanted to let him get it off his chest.
Yeah.
Feel good. See, that's what I'm usually hearing, his laugh. I'm like, what is happening? As soon as he came up, good morning. I'm like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah. I'm in rare form. I just don't. It's just that, I don't want my job to be thinking that I'm not responsible. I mean, the people that usually pick him up, pick up the guy that I'm going to work. So they've been late the last 2 weeks, and the staffing shortage, and I understand that. But then I come into work early in the morning, and I'm 15 minutes late. That means that he's going to be late. I just don't want that, like that. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
One thing I did do to my son was, I made my son. I made him walk to school, and I followed him in the car.
Love it.
Now, it's it's not possible. That would I can't.
Hey, he didn't go all the way, man. The school was about 12 miles from my house. He didn't walk all the way. He didn't walk all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, but he really got me this morning. My wife was telling me, it's okay. I was like, oh, if you sit down, leave me alone. This is between me and him. This ain't got nothing to do with you. No. You can't do that. Nope. I'm particular about that. Let me do my job. My job is to raise a man. No, you can't do that, baby. And she know already. We had these discussions.
You all right, GT?
Yeah, I should have went to Odom. Sorry. Goodness, I gotta shake it.
Well, hey, this is get it off your chest in the garden.
Right. All right, you guys. I set this one up, so this one is ready to go. So I will keep you posted on the progress on that one. And I got one more to go. One more arrow garden.
That Lala Rosa is a pretty lettuce, though.
It is. I love that.
Oh, wait.
And it's really good. The leaves get really big. So those are pretty. And then I have this joker here. My 9-pot. I was going to put Tiny Tim tomatoes, but I cannot find them. So it's probably in my other box. So I'll be right back while you get it off your chest.
Y'all got me today. Y'all got me today.
It's all
Yeah, but
good, bro. It's all good.
yeah, I'm passionate about that little boy.
I
I
know how
can't
you
help
feel.
it.
I know how you
Yeah.
feel. My grandson thought he was gonna get out of school today. He was limping. He came to my room, he limping and everything. And I said, you still going to school. He closed the door, he kept limping and everything. Once he got outside with a bus at, he started walking normal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I done told him, you wants to do everything. You took up my time with a sheep. You took bow archery class. You take up my time with that. Then you want to play soccer, and then you want to play basketball, and then you're gonna hand your grandma the paperwork so you can play baseball. You can't do them all at once.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to encourage my son to get into sports more. Like I couldn't jump into sports. Like I was real good at track and field, but I couldn't do it because my grades wouldn't support it. So I'm just like my son is like he's like me in a lot of ways, but then some ways he's not like me. I don't know. But that athletic portion, he could do a lot of push-ups or whatever, but his work ethics, like shoveling the driveway and things like that, it's not great at all.
She is sunshine. This is not Papa getting off this morning. This is GT getting off. He getting it off his chest. I'm just here.
I apologize, y'all. I have a lot on my mind, and it's just my son. So I ain't mean to come up here and vent. I promise you, I did. I was happy to see her. I'm happy to hear about the lettuce and everything else. The Tiny Tim, the 2 arrow guards that she got. I was happy about it. I was like, yeah, represent. I see G Mama. I seen Nikki in the chat. I seen all these people in the chat. I'm happy. But then in the back of my mind, I got my little soldier on my mind. So I apologize, y'all.
I'm like, what is?
I was gonna talk about the Arrow Garden too, but all that just got pushed to the curb. So I ain't worried about it.
Look, I started to just stop and start doing therapy sessions. Like, what is going on here?
When back when they had that Amazon sale and everything, where you get everything cheap. And I was telling my wife then, I said, I'm gonna get me an Arrow Garden. She didn't know what it was. She was, what you mean you're gonna get your Arrow Garden? I said, that's when I could put in the kitchen on the counter and everything. Ain't you got enough growing in here now?
Yeah.
I said, okay. And then she bought me the tent, what's that, the 4x8 tent that you put your stuff in. Greenhouse tent, the small one that you can put in. It's an inside outside one, but I ain't even put it together yet.
It happens. My husband asked me the same thing. He says, so you just gonna have food growing in the house, outside the house? I'm like, yeah.
And you know what you should ask them? Have you starved yet?
I usually will have my Arrow Gardens going though. He knows.
That's something I usually throw at my wife. We was in the store 2 weeks ago and Aldi's, and she was telling me something about some flowers and stuff. And I said, can you eat it? And she looking at me. I said, no, can you eat it? She said, no. I didn't realize she was telling me the flowers were free. They were giving the people the flowers free. I didn't realize that. But I kept saying, can you eat it? And she said no. And we just walked away. But then when I got home, I found out that they were free.
I cannot find my Tiny Tim tomatoes. I know I put them somewhere. Man.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess I'm going to start this spinach I have the darndest time starting spinach, but I said if I do all spinach in here, then it doesn't matter. They'll all come up whenever they come up. So
As long as they come up, it'll be all right.
yeah, these seeds are kind of big. I've never planted this one. This is a gallon spinach. I usually do. I don't know if you can see the seeds, but these seeds are kind of big. I usually like the baby spinach. Hey, what's all that knocking around?
That's what I was about to say.
I apologize. Our streets are. We had a whole bunch of snow about 2 weeks ago, so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's you bumping along the road, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the roads are.
Time, Black Guns, and I think somebody else was in the chat also. Didn't want to ignore anyone, but you know, I was letting my guy here get it off his chest so he could feel good about things today. You know, we was having a little therapy while indoor gardening. Black Wolf, hello there. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you.
And let's be serious now. The garden is one of the best places you can release all the stress. When
I'm telling you,
just go in the garden, you're going upset and everything, but just doing what you got to do in the garden, you'll come back with a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's what I do. I love garden.
Hope for him to say he thought somebody was churning butter.
When we get a lot of snow, they have to. Well, it got cold. It was 30-some degrees the last couple of days, and all of a sudden it dropped. Since it dropped, okay. Since it dropped, that means the streets are thick. So you see a lot of black ice. You think you see black ice. So they put like bruises a little bit in those so that we can transition to slow down or move to the snowbank better.
Oh, okay.
Committed to work.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic day at work. Don't hurt nobody.
I'm telling you, you should be going into work with a nice fresh heart now because you don't release it all.
I had me a little therapy session real quick. I didn't even have to sit on the couch. I was shut down. I didn't even know my issue was that big and open my mouth.
He done dropped down. But you got Miss Trellings. She want to know, do you have the link for the growing lamp?
Yeah,
thing?
I can. Is it for the pods or just for the system period?
It might be the system. She said the growing lamp thing.
Okay, so for the whole system, I actually got these on the AeroGarden.com. I actually got it on their website, but that was years ago. You can get them on Amazon as well. So it would just be AeroGarden.com. Or Amazon. Amazon has the AeroGardens. This one right here, this 9-pod, this one is the AeroGarden Bounty Basic. And then the other one that I have, I don't remember what that one is. That was the first one that I had. So that one is pretty old. Let me see if it says on the front. It does not. That's like one of the very first ones that they had. But this one, the 9-pod is more modern. It's the touch screen. So you might want that one anyway. I like my older one also though. But the 9-pod, what I do like about this one is that this lamp goes up higher. So when you do put like tomatoes, or if you want to do, cucumbers or peppers or whatever, the lamp goes up, I think about 2 feet. So that's good. So you can still do your dwarf varieties. The one over here, that 6-pod, the light only goes up so far. Also, what I didn't do, when you start your seeds, you want to make sure the light is really close to the plant. So that's what I didn't do. So you want to pull that lamp all the way down and get it close to the plant. So I went ahead and dropped my seeds in here for the spinach. So I'm going to add some water. And they have a little line. Each time I start the AeroGarden, let me make sure I put a filter in here. I know I put one in the other one. I did not. Okay, let me get a filter. So I did get the filters and stuff like that online. Also, I did get that from Amazon.
Okay. Sunshine, she is Sunshine said you can start the seeds in the AirPod and move the stuff to the garden or the ground.
You can. Yep. So that's the good thing. And if you're growing them in the house, you don't have to worry about any pests. So I do like that. And especially for people that live in climates where, you know, it's hard to grow certain times of the year, you can, you know, this is a good go-to for gardening. Also, they do have the bigger ones. They have like AeroGarden has like the farm size where you can still do like, you know, your bush variety tomatoes. It's not like the Tiny Tim tomato. You can do the bigger ones. You can do bigger cucumbers and all that kind of stuff. So that's a good thing. That's another one I plan to get, AeroGarden. If you're watching, you know, if you want me to try out your farm edition.
Ain't nothing wrong with throwing it out there. Somebody might catch it. Shani, how you doing, sis?
Hey, Shani, how are you? I don't see the chat moving now on StreamYard. Thank you, J3.
I figure I'll read it while you're doing that.
Yeah, I'll be
I
done.
need 4 herbs outside rack. Miss Trelling says she needed for herbs outside, raccoons and squirrels and birds come in.
Oh, and
Now y'all eating up everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always an issue depending on where you live. Because even here, I still have birds that will come in and get into my stuff. So, yep, it is good for that. I like having my lettuce and stuff inside. You know, especially like if it's raining or, you know, the weather is really bad, you have your lettuce and tomatoes that are close to you. So you can just access them at any time. So that's why I love these AeroGardens or hydroponic systems in general. So they do have a water fill line that you want to go to. And I just love these because you really don't have to do much of anything. It's going to tell you when to water it. It's going to tell you when it needs water. It's going to tell you, it's like every 14 days you have to add more fertilizer. So it's only, what did I do with that fertilizer? All you have to put in is 2 capfuls. Oh, here it is. So this is the plant food that comes with it. Of course, they have bigger bottles, you know. This is just the one that comes with the kit. So, yep. And you just have to add your water and add your fertilizer and you're all good. Every 14 days, you're going to fertilize. And if you need to add more water, you're just going to add more water. And that's it. It's nothing to it. You don't have to worry about any pests or nothing getting to it, eating it up. I mean, unless you have like cats or something in the house that, you know, that might be getting to your stuff. But other than that, that's it. You just set it and forget it. So this is the easiest gardening you will ever do. And I absolutely love it. When I very first started gardening, that's when I got the AeroGarden because it was so easy. Uh-oh, I think I'm missing a seal over here. We don't want that. What did I do with that box?
So a vegetarian that don't want to deal with the outside world, they can put this in their house and they never have to see anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They have it all right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can just set this in the house. I know Mike has a lot of them, and he has all different types of hydroponic systems.
Wow.
So they are actually the host of this WIG 2023, Mike's Chaotic Gardener and GT Jr.
All right.
So,
Duval City Girl, how you doing?
hi, Duval. How are you? Thank you for being here. I don't know why my chat isn't moving. I don't see anything happening.
It's moving slow. It's not moving that fast.
Okay. Maybe it's moving on your end. Like I don't even. Okay, now I see it. I see it now. But yeah, that's it. And then I'm just gonna set this one and it is done. Let's see. Do I have it plugged in? I do.
Is that Shea Sunshine? Is that light strong enough to help surrounding plants grow also?
You know what? I have set plants next to it to give off that light. And so I'm going to say yes, especially on this one. Let's see. I'm going to turn you around. Can you see that? Oh, no. Wait.
That's a bright light.
It's moving slow. That light is really, really bright. Let's see. So,
yeah,
you see how bright that light is? Yeah, a lot of the times if I do a live and I'm indoors, I'll sit next to that instead of using, the regular lights because it does give off a lot of light. So on this one, I am starting a new garden. So you just have to follow the instructions. You set your time. You actually put in there like what it's going to ask you if you're doing veggies or, hey, Bamit, how are you? Thank you for being here. Shani, Pierre, Bike Life, thank you for being here. If you guys could all hit the like button, that would be fantastic. You're going to set your time on here. It'll turn on and the lights turn on and off. I usually have mine set, I think it's for, is it 12 hours? It actually does it on its own. You put in there what you're planting. If you're planting leafy greens or whatever, I think it might be 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours or something it'll run. And then the light turns off on its own. So a lot of the times in this particular room right here, I never turn on the light. These lights are so strong, you just don't need to. So I am setting the time right now on here.
So it's programmed for daylight hours anyway. So
yeah. And then I have it set so that when it'll come on it'll be on the daytime, but lights aren't just running all night, Right. So let's see. So yeah, they are really good to have. And especially for people that really don't like to be, you see how bright that light is? I can barely see my screen now. So let's see, what am I planting in here? I am planting, I guess it would be considered lettuce, huh?
Hey, what is it that you just planted?
Spinach.
Yeah, you can put it in the same category.
So the lettuce, the light will be on for 15, 30 hours. Okay, and then it'll actually turn off. It's going to turn on at 8 in the morning and then it'll turn off in the evening. So let's see. It asks you what time you want it to turn on. So on this one, I do like this one because you can put what time you want it to turn on. Usually I like it to come on at about 4 a.m. So that's what
4 a.m.
I set this one for 4 a.m. and then it'll turn off at 7:30 p.m. So, all right, and I have my water in there and it's set. And then it'll test your pump and all that. So it's all set to go. So I'm going to bring this light all the way down, closer to the plants. I'm always having an issue with this thing in here. All right, we're going to work on that. I don't know why I always have a problem with getting this one to go down where I want it to go. But anyway, I'm going to bring the light down. Look, I don't want to throw it into the wall because it's, I start feeling like GT over there. And
Uh-oh. Breathe, hey, breathe.
Look, get stressed out. So I'm going to pull this one down. I'm actually going to move this one somewhere else, so I'm not going to leave it on this table. But anyway, so that is done. I am down to like 15 minutes, so I think I'm going to go to, let's see. I probably could just use my phone, huh? And I'm going to, I wonder if I can go to the settings. Do I have somebody else in the basement there? Let's see. Oh, GT. GT is back. Hey, GT.
Hey, I wanted to apologize for.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Internet broke up. My internet broke up. I was like, man, I gotta at least say my fault. So yeah, that's all I wanted to do is just say my fault. I had my internet starts acting.
No
I was
worries.
in the middle of the conversation. Yeah. But I'm gonna go back down to the chat and watch. Huh?
I'm turning my camera around. Okay, no worries. Thank you for coming up.
No problem. Ooh.
Okay. So I turned it around. We're gonna
But,
go outside.
That's $59.99 for my services, bro.
Right.
You got to discuss prices before the service. Business is business.
Hey, that's true.
But thank you. And bro.
So this
pro bono, as they call it.
Yeah.
This is outside garden.
All right, y'all.
All righty. You have a good day at work. So this is what's going on out here. I still have a bunch of tomatoes out here. I hear that dog. That dog scares me because it's always jumping up on my fence. But I have a bunch of tomatoes in there.
It's all right as long as you don't jump over the fence.
Oh, well, he was halfway over the fence one day.
And you ain't pick no stick or nothing up to try to break their neck?
I didn't. Look, I was too busy trying to run. So I still have bell peppers out here. I have broccoli, those red mustards or purple mustards, the spinach mustards right there. Looks like something is eating on them, eating up my vegetables. Still have yard longs out here, although it's getting cold. It was like 46 degrees when I came out here this morning. Look, I'm moving real slow by this fence because I don't want that dog jumping over. These are peppers. I'm still getting.
Mother-daughter duo.
Hey, mother-daughter duo.
Chantal.
How are you? Hey there, Miss Mother-daughter. Shantirement, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And these are the radish. I started these, I think, a couple of weeks ago, so I have to just thin them out. The garlic did come up, so I have garlic in different places out here, so that's coming up. And these are onions. I did cut the green tops on those. And these peppers. I am still getting these sweet and spicy peppers, you guys. I know I was supposed to pull this plant, but I couldn't do it.
Hey.
Sweet potatoes, the vines are still doing good over here. This is where my melons were, but I guess I must have had some tubers in here that I didn't know I had in there for sweet potatoes. So they're still in there.
Potato melon.
Right? Got rosemary, ginger, turmeric. My sage, you can tell the weather is changing. It started looking real crazy, so I'm going to cut all that back. This one is coming out. That was an early girl. I picked the last couple of tomatoes off, so that's going.
Everybody's telling you how to treat the dog. Miss Telling said you need to put a bigger fence and lay metal pipes all in the yard so that you could get them. And Sunshine said you need to get a big switch and treat them like grandma used to treat them.
They're a little bad
No,
kid.
that's it.
Y'all funny. See my kale? I love that color kale. Look, only for the color.
And you know the thing, every time I look at kale, I love it. But I look at it back in the early days and everything, it was
Mm-hmm.
only a garnishment.
Mm-hmm.
Folks wouldn't eat it. Now everybody wants to eat it.
Oh yeah, I love kale. Kale salads and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. The experience with Sassy, how you doing?
Hey Sass, how are you? What's going on? That's my baby. The little bad one there. My little Dalmatian.
And he won't try to save you when the other one jumping on the fence, huh?
Oh no, that's a girl. She's like, you on your own. She'll take off. So I have some broccoli over here. All this stuff is on the patio.
Oh,
So
okay.
green stock. I need to go get those strawberries on there. I see strawberries that are ready. I have more ginger in this container here. I tried to put ginger all throughout the garden.
My ginger
Said
still
all
sitting
them
here.
green. Boss lady, I try, Miss Boss Lady. I try to make sure I don't have to go to the store for nothing. You see all these blueberries are coming in now. I have different varieties, so I get blueberries at different times.
Yeah.
So these are starting to bud. So I'll get a lot of them in the spring. So I am happy about that. So that's another variety. This is a more dwarf type variety. I think this one is a high bush though. I think this is a sunshine blue. And these are more blueberries. I have it in one of those whiskey barrels.
Sweet Thumb talking trash about you.
Right? I was running from that dog.
Are you there?
Can you hear me? Did it cut out? Uh-oh. Did it cut out on me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. And this one is a pink lemonade blueberry. So you can see the buds on that one too. So I didn't get any last year, so I'm thinking I'll get some this time. Oh, J3 is cutting out. Oh, J3, that's your internet. I think he couldn't hear me, so maybe his internet was acting up. But it's a lot of strawberries on here. I had quite a few runners. I have lemon balm, bush beans. I have herbs on here also. So there's strawberries that are coming in. Have some chamomile at the top, some lemongrass. It's a
Don't
lot
show
of
mine
runners.
like them, but I wouldn't be surprised.
See, this is what happens with your runners. It'll grow a whole nother plant, and then you can take that and plant that somewhere else in the garden. If it touched the soil, it's going to grow another plant. So that's what I usually do. I'll just take the runners and I'll put it in some soil in one of the other pods, and then once it grows another plant, then I can plant it somewhere else. That way you don't have to keep purchasing
That
purchase.
might be me breaking up, so I'm gonna step down.
Okay, yeah, I think it's you. I think it's you. Yours keeps cutting out. Okay. If anyone else wants to come up, feel free. You can. The link is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. So I still have some giant Marconis over here. Still have some candy cane peppers over there. And that African blue basil. I love that basil. My onions that I planted, I dropped these seeds probably, I'm guessing it was maybe 5 weeks ago. So they are up. Have some lettuce in here, some marigolds, some leeks. This is my Cuban oregano here. So those onions are up. I have planted them all around the borders. And these are the dragon tongue bush beans. These are so, so pretty. I love those. It said trim you a piece off and send it to you. Look, I really wish I could. You mean is it the strawberries? On which one are the African blue basil? So it's more dragon tongue bush beans in there. I made a stir fry with these the other night. They were so good. You see all those beans in there? So these are all bush beans. The only large beans that I grow, I have the yard longs, and I've done what do you call it? The black eyed peas. I've done those. Um, these are zinnias. I think I dropped some seeds in here by accident, and I don't know if you guys can see. I had to lift it all the way up, but these zinnias have grown so darn big in this little raised bed here. So I usually just cut the flowers and take them inside. Hey, growing what I eat. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to go back to the settings and flip my camera back around. And it's funny because I didn't know that you could flip the camera around on StreamYard before. I used to be so irritated. I think that was the reason I didn't use StreamYard, because you couldn't flip the camera around. It was always an issue with the camera. But anyway, I'm back in the house now. I just wanted to share my garden with you guys since I was down to my last 15 minutes. If anybody has any questions that I can answer for you, I'd be more than happy to answer it for you. Also, Miss Sassy and Growing What I Eat are starting a new show. Their show will be on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the title of the show will be, what is it? City and the Country, right? City and the Country. And I'm telling you, just that the first time they went live last week, just to or this week, earlier in the week, to share with us that they were going to be doing this show. It was absolutely hilarious. I think everyone's going to enjoy it. So check them out on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Cali in the Country. Okay, there we go. Cali in the Country. So I think everyone's going to enjoy themselves. Growing What I Eat is super country, I reckon. And we all love it. Sassy. Oh, Cali in the Country. Okay, Cali in the Country. Thank you, Miss Sassy. So if everyone could check them out, that would be fantastic. I'm sure they'll love to see you there. If there's anybody in the chat that you have not connected with, everyone connect with one another. A little love goes a long way. Let's share the love, you guys. Again, I will be on the chat on tomorrow at, I think it's 3 p.m. my time, or 4 p.m. my time. I think it's 4 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. And so if you guys could check that out, that's going to be with the everyday life of an OCDist chick, Hands in the Dirt, and Bougie. So I'm excited to do that. A little nervous, but excited to do that. So I hope you guys all have an amazing, amazing day and rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys all soon. I hope everyone else decides to join the Winter in the Garden, Winter Indoor Garden 2023 with GT and Mike's Chaotic Gardening. So I love watching food growing in my house just as well as outside. Hey, geeky girls. Hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, Duval. I appreciate you being here. So I will see you guys all next time. Grow big. Thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you all next time. I'm definitely going to try to keep up with the Vlogsmas. So if you guys see me falling off, just, hold me to the carpet and say, hey, we ain't seen nothing today. So I'm going to try to get it done, even if I just do shorts. But anyway, bye, everyone. See you next time.